All the family's debts had finally been paid off. Clemens felt prosperous enough to turn down lucrative offers for tobacco endorsements and another lecture tour. He even started speculating again in new inventions. When a rumor started that he was gravely ill, a newspaperman was dispatched to confirm the story. The report of my death, Twain said, has been greatly exaggerated.
He refused to lie down and die. He just kept moving forward again, getting up, going at it again. He was a life force. He was a powerful life force, a forward-moving one. And he wasn't a quitter.
Sam Clemens was 64 years old and weary of what he called his everlasting exile. It was time to go home.
October 16th, 1900. There was the familiar bushy hair, the twinkling, semi-mysterious eyes, the peculiar drawling voice, half Yankee, half Southern, the very low turned-down collar of the West, and the immaculate, shiny silk hat and long frock coat of the effete East. He looked as young as he did 20 years ago, and younger than he did when he shook American dust off his feet in 1891. The New York World.
Mark Twain returned to New York to a tumultuous welcome. The whole country had sympathized with his sorrow at Susie's death, and everyone now admired him for having worked himself out of debt. Newspapers hailed the return of the bravest author in all literature. Our friend entered the fiery furnace a man, Andrew Carnegie said, and emerged a hero. The average American loves his family, said Thomas Alva Edison. If he has any love left over for some other person, he generally selects Mark Twain. Twain loved the attention, and the press loved him. I never told the truth in my life that someone didn't say I was lying, he told reporters who met him at the pier. And I never told a lie that somebody didn't take it as a fact. Unable to bear the thought of ever living in the Hartford home where Susie had died, the family moved into a rented house at 14 West 10th Street in New York City. A steady stream of reporters came knocking at the door, seeking Twain's opinions on every imaginable topic.
I was born lazy. I am no lazier now than I was 40 years ago. But that is because I reached the limit 40 years ago. You can't go beyond possibility. As an example to others, and not that I care for moderation myself, it has always been my rule never to smoke when asleep, and never to refrain when awake. And I have made it a rule never to smoke more than one cigar at a time. It could probably be shown by facts and figures that there is no distinctly Native American criminal class, except Congress.
He often referred to the Congress as the grand old benevolent national asylum for the helpless. I think another time he said, imagine that you were an idiot. And then imagine that you were a member of Congress. Wait a minute, I repeated myself.
First, God made idiots, Twain said. That was for practice. Then he made school boards.
I love, the trouble is not that the world is full of fools. It's just that lightning isn't distributed right.
Truth is the most valuable thing we have. Let us economize it.
Well, he was one of us. He didn't exclude himself. He said the human race is a race of cowards. And I am not only marching in that procession, I am carrying a banner.
He never exempted himself from the travails of the people he was criticizing. Instead of saying, you are doing this, he seemed to be saying, we are doing this. Or we are being so silly, or stupid, or destructive. He included himself in what was ridiculous. And that's a great art, to be able to do that without weakening the accusation.
By the fall of 1900, all the family's debts